Hey YouTubers, thanks for tuning into this video, and if it's your first time watching, my name is Sal Brigman and I love crowdfunding. I have this new Ask Sal podcast segment where you guys can ask me anything about crowdfunding, marketing, or building a business. And I took a second to address a question from one of my listeners, which I'm going to link to down below in the description for this video. But if you're lazy, here's a quick overview. So the question asked was, how long should you actually spend preparing for your crowdfunding campaign? And also, just to add to that, is there a diminishing return to allocating more time to prepare for it? So if you spend 2 years preparing for a campaign, will that double the results that you'll see if you just spent 1 year? So the short answer is no. It will not double the results that you see. But there are a few different components to a crowdfunding campaign. So there's even before crowdfunding when you're actually building the prototype. And if you're new to crowdfunding, you do need a prototype. It does not work if you're going to crowdfund an idea. Try to raise money for an idea on Kickstarter or Indiegogo. You need some kind of a prototype just to show backers, to show people why this product is awesome. The second phase is really when you're getting together the hard assets for the campaign. So the video, the copywriting, the rewards, all of that kind of stuff that's going to go into communicating what it is you're doing, why this product is awesome, and why people should check out the crowdfunding campaign. The third component of a campaign is really building the tribe necessary to launch it. And that varies from category to category. I gave some advice to Chris, which again you can see in the link down below. But I think that it really varies from category to category. Some categories see lots of pledges from the Kickstarter marketplace or the Indiegogo marketplace. Other categories don't really see it at all. So depending on your fundraising goal, that's going to determine how much time you spend in this phase of the preparation process. Also, let me just add before I forget that you do obviously have to calculate reward costs, tax costs, and just expenses in general. So that's also in this preparation phase here. But next, you're going to really have to figure out if there is promotion required outside of the Kickstarter or Indiegogo ecosystem. So this could be getting journalists interested in the product. This could be reaching out to bloggers, doing Facebook ads, doing other forms of inbound marketing or outbound marketing. And that really comes down to really having an intimate understanding of your target audience and your customer base. So for some people, that phase could last much longer than other people, specifically if you don't have any kind of familiarity with pitching, with copywriting, how crowdfunding works, and really how to just craft a great PR story. But to really get to the meat of this question of when you should launch, should you delay launching just because you want to learn more, as much as there is to know about crowdfunding, I think that once you understand 80% of the process, you know what to avoid, you know how to actually launch a campaign, what the successful campaigns have done right, what the not so successful campaigns have done wrong. You have a very core understanding of the copywriting, the marketing that you're going to be doing, how you're going to be maintaining momentum, all that kind of stuff. Once you really nail down that core strategic component, then I think you should launch. And I go into more specifics in the podcast interview, but ultimately you don't want to delay too much because there is a bias towards inaction. There's a bias in our society towards just not taking action, and you don't want to fall into that trap. Also, a tremendous amount of launching a new crowdfunding campaign is the learning component. You're going to be learning a lot about sales, marketing, about your customers, about what types of rewards they're actually interested in. Many of the creators that I've interviewed really did, they had an idea of what their customers might like in terms of reward tiers, and it turned out to be something completely different. So you're going to be learning a lot regardless during the crowdfunding campaign. So as long as you get 70% of the knowledge, 75%, then I think you can launch the campaign. But in terms of where to get that knowledge, there's a lot of sources, my blog, my podcast. I'm also going to link to my new ebook. I have another ebook on Kickstarter solely, my online course. There's a lot of different ways to get that knowledge and that education. But really, any kind of learning you do, I would totally recommend not just, looking at these top 10 things to do or the marketing tips that people recommend. Really listen to and read about the people who have launched campaigns and what they actually did, where they got pledges and how they actually raised money from the crowd. But thanks for tuning into this video. Again, you can see my full answer in the Ask Sal portion of the podcast. If you want to ask me a question, you can go to crowdcrux.com/asksal and I will answer you directly. Or you could leave a comment down below and I will do my best to get to it. Please take a second to also, if you're gonna do that, give me a thumbs up and hopefully subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it, guys, and I will see you next time.